Alright, I'm gonna say this. When it comes to me and shmups, we kinda got an on and off again relationship, and you know what I mean. You got that person that's just, you love them, but there's always that thing about them that just puts you off it, and that's kind of me with shmups. Like, I've played some great shmups, from Thunder Force to Gradius, and, you know, of course, Ikaruga, but there have been so many that just don't do it for me. And especially when they switched to the 3D over 2D, a lot of things got lost in translation. But today we're here to review a game called Ginga Force for PlayStation 4, and to answer the question of if this is the game, maybe for you, but specifically for me, is this the game that's going to get me back into shmups? Spoiler? Eh? But with that being said, early intro. So yeah, me shmups. It's been a very tumultuous relationship for the last 20 something plus years, 25 years to be exact. And I've just never stuck with shmups. Like, I've enjoyed some of the ones I've played. I've played some really bad ones. And it's just hard to find games that have that really good balance. You know what I mean? So with that being said, we're diving into Ginga Force. It's apparently got a deep narrative lore. To be honest, I haven't been able to keep up with it because it's all in Japanese and there's so much that's going on in this bullet hell shooter that there's no way I'm going to be able to read the story and the interactions between the characters and keep myself from dying. It's just completely unrealistic. Yeah. One good thing I will say about it, to give it a credit before we dive into the reviews, the customization options in this game is absolutely insane. But anyway, enough about that. Here's a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Protect your online activity today and find out how you can get 3 months free at tryexpressvpn.com/Mikhail Casanova. That's tryexpressvpn.com/Mikhail Casanova. For 3 months free with a 1-year package, visit tryexpressvpn.com/Mikhail Casanova to learn more. Alright, so we're going to just go ahead and dive into this review. You're ready, I'm ready, let's go ahead and do this. We're about to go one-on-one with Ginga Force. Like most shmups, Ginga Force has you vertically scrolling upwards while you have enemies coming at you from all angles, as the bullets from enemies coming at you relentlessly will have you needing to avoid them to survive. You have your standard vertical blaster that does decent damage and has a fairly fast fire rate, and along with that you have a side weapon, which is, or your secondary weapon to be honest, is the ability to do like a wide shot, which has not as far, it doesn't have the same range, but it does do slightly more damage, and it's more, you know, if enemies get to you, if you can't dodge left or right, you can just fire that and you can get rid of them most of the time, depending on the enemy. It does have a widespread shot, so it's also a little bit slower to start up, but it catches enemies at a 90-degree angle, as well as the ability to produce a shield to block incoming bullets. You are able to shift your speed from normal, slow, and all the way up to fast at the click of a button. You have 3 different speeds, those speeds that you have. Firing your normal and secondary shots will drain your weapon energy meter, of which will require you to continually kill minor enemies and gather the orb essence. And if you play the game on easy, just know if you play it on easy, you don't have to worry about this at all. It becomes, I like to say this, and this is probably me speaking off the cuff, but I would say that playing this game on easy is like playing on standard for any other shmup that I played, where you don't have to worry about weapon energy. But if you do want the challenge to play it on normal, just understand that even on easy for this game is normal for another game, and normal is hard for other shmups. So just keep that in mind, okay? Alright, back to review. You have the option of playing the game on normal or easy and have over 7 levels to go through. There's an incredibly deep customization feature for your ship to be able to change the main weapon, secondary weapon, shield, and more. Now, graphically speaking, this game isn't doing anything stand out. Look, it's not a looker. It's kind of generic. It's a generic shmup. That's not a bad thing. That's not a good thing. It's just, it is what it is. Like, that's just how it looks. So, you know, take that as you will. The character artwork, yikes. Character artwork is basic at best and low effort at worst, with incredibly generic shonen anime style designs. We've seen these before. And especially the characters' personalities. We've seen that in every shonen anime for the last 20 plus years, maybe 30 years. Can we get something new? It's really underwhelming, to be honest. And as far as audio, well, it's a shmup, which means expect lots of gunfire and explosions. And then there's also the voice acting that occurs during the game to present the story. However, it's all in Japanese. With everything going on, there's no way that I personally, maybe you, if you understand Japanese or you can read really fast, you can keep up with the plot and keep from dying. Me, I can't do that. My ADHD is not enough to allow me. I don't have a high enough of a threshold to be able to deal with that. So I'm sorry. I just blasted through the game. I have no idea what the hell the story is. But it's just that I wish it was presented better. Okay, and then I guess stage music. There's really nothing memorable about it. Kind of just is what it is. It's there. It's not terrible. It's just, Downsides. So aside from the graphics, the main thing here is the fact that the levels are just, the levels are too damn long. I mean, you got 3 lives, right? So that's fine. That's pretty standard. But there's no checkpoints. So you can get, and here's to give you an idea. So levels usually run about 5 to 7 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes long. And in that time period, if you lose all 3 of your lives, you're starting back at the beginning of the level. I understand that is old school shmup rules, but how about some modern conveniences? Because, yeah, that ain't it, Chief. Especially when the game isn't as good as Thunder Force or other games. Yeah, that's a no for me, dog. Not to mention the other issue I have with this game is the graphics. So I already kind of went over my issues with how bland and generic looking the graphics are. But here's the other thing. It's the fact that the graphics are so... Okay, so enemy bullets and the graphics in the background, they kind of blend in. So there's many times where I've died and I didn't even realize that there was a bullet that was heading towards me. And I think that's one of the greater problems with the game is that it's really hard to tell what is and what isn't going to kill you. This is terrible design for a shmup. I need to be able to identify what is a threat. Unfortunately, I can't do that in this game because the bullets just blend in with the generic and bland, and yeah. It's just, again, this ain't it, Chief. And yeah, I've already said my piece about the story and the presentation. It could have been better. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the game. Yeah. So, should you buy Ginga Force? Well, if you're looking for a modern day shmup to pick up and play, and aren't too concerned with it living up to the all-time greats like Ikaruga, Thunder Force, and Gradius, and more, then if you can look past the graphical issues as well, then I think you'll find something that's fun and has the ability to allow you to kill some time. It delivers with its very deep customization system. That's about it. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it's a solid title. It ain't great. It ain't standout. It ain't terrible. It's generic in every sense of the word. But if you like shmups, you might enjoy it, so go ahead and buy it. If not, this ain't it, Chief. This is not it for you. For me, and this is where I've got to be completely transparent with you guys. I had more fun playing Thunder Force 3 on Sega Ages Collection than this. This is not terrible, but a game from 1989 was more fun to me than a game from 2020. Read into that what you will. But anyway, that's the review for Ginga Force. What do you guys think? Do you have it? Did you pick it up? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Whatever your thoughts are, let's get the conversation going down below. And other than that, if you want to join the amazing Discord community, we have a Discord, so check out the link below. We got content creators, streamers, Twitch people, podcasters, gamers, people in the gaming industry, and more, so come on through. And other than that, catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MikhailCasanova. Every single week, I make content there. I stream, and it's a good time. And if you're looking for a new podcast, we got the Casanova Podcast. It's both #1 Hawaii and #1 Pacific. So if you want to check out podcasts where I'm interviewing people from the gaming industry, tech industry, your favorite content creators, celebrities, and more, then head on over there. It's on all major platforms for podcasting. And also available in video format on Twitch and YouTube. So check us out there. So with that being said, guys, that's the video. I'm signing out. Hope y'all had a great one. Deuces wow, too sweet, be the elite. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. So you made it to the end of the video, and I really want to say mahalo for making it to the end, or malo as we say in Samoan, for making it to the end of the video. It means a lot to me that you've done so, and I hope that if you made it this far that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I want you to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already if you want more content like this. We've got not only video game reviews, we got podcasts, we've got all kinds of content. Like there's a whole lot that I could dive into. But there's a whole lot here, and I really want to thank you guys for coming through and for sticking through to this part of the video. So again, thank you. Mahalo, mahalo. Like, share, comment, and join our community. So that being said, thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.